And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Paul George. Anthony Davis is out there with Pascal Siakam. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Jordan in at the two-guard spot. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Morning's checked in for the Lakers. Victor Oladipo comes in for Ron Harper. And Toronto also making a switch. Irving's checked in. Lakers trail by 4. To the paint. And the dunk by Mourning.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isaiah keeping his teammates involved here.
From about 16. Outside for Jordan. Back to Davis. And stolen by Mourning. Oladipo against Jordan. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Mourning. Here's Rodman. Blocked again. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Mourning. Rodman in the post. Siakam's there. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, LeBron James.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Here's Jordan, crosses over, offensive rebound. Davis kicks to Irving. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Not sure Kyrie Irving gets enough credit for how good he is from three-point territory. He is elite from deep.
Ginobili finds Thomas. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Outside, Rodman. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Mourning can't make it work. Toronto leading by 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you. And Davis sends it back.
The incredible lift of Davis. He uses it to perfection to come up with the block.
There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
There's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Number 1, the Raptors.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from 3 this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Wallace is checked in for Mourning. James comes in for Rodman. Harper, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Lewis subbed in for Thomas. Now, here is Irving. And he really played well against Denver. It's Ginobili on the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Count that one. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, what do? If you play up on Kyrie, he'll go by. If you back off him, he'll pull up. Pick your poison. Doesn't matter.
The pass to Harper. 1:41 left to play here in the second quarter. And Davis sends it back. 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Second team foul. Shooting for Toronto.
The first free throw is good. Kemba Walker is checked in for the
Taking
Raptors.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Bosh.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Harper. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Left side, Walker. Hayward outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Davis setting the pick for Bosh. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Bosh has got 6 points. Lakers trail by 9. Outside Harper. Pass to Lewis. 54 seconds left here in the second. Back to Harper. Here's the 3. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ginobili. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosh touched it last.
Los Angeles ball.
Walker against Lewis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. Siakam's checked in.
Raptors substitution. Pascal Siakam.
James kicks to Lewis. Ginobili with the 3. And they recover it. Lewis outside. 6 to shoot. Harper with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Wallace misses.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Walker the pass to Bosh. Shoots over Harper. Bosh can't get it to go.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it up. Thanks, David, and we'll be back.
Good to have. Taking a look here now at Toronto. They're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise.
And now for that first half we just saw, some good momentum leading into quarter 3 for the Raptors. And time for us to...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Chris Bosh really making a difference here.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
So with Ginobili on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. They've got Dennis Rodman. Thomas is out there with Oladipo. And it's LeBron James. And it's Mourning in at the center, locking down the middle. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
I think, guys, the pursuit of greatness is what distinguishes LeBron James. Make no mistake, he wants to be considered the GOAT, the greatest of all time when it's all said and done.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Raptors leading by 9. Here's Jordan. And he threw the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. That's on LeBron James.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Mourning a screen on Irving. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Here's Mourning. And he makes good on the layup. Mourning's got 6.
And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Irving kicks to Bosh. On the wing, George. Davis setting the pick for Jordan. Over Mourning. A nice shot by Jordan. 10 points for him.
And as much as he's done to increase the range on his jump shot, this is where Jordan's bread is buttered, that mid-range game.
Thomas, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
The Raptors have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Second team
And
foul.
they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 13. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
This feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
LeBron dishes to Rodman. LeBron passes to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. James with it. He's picked up by Irving. LeBron against Irving. Nice shot by James.
And the percentages are so good in there for LeBron James. Understanding strength, touch, it's all required inside.
Michael Jordan on the wing. Davis with a screen on Oladipo. And the shot is good.
Michael
Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Oladipo. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving drives in. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
Siakam is checked in for Anthony Davis. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. Bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Oladipo taking his time here. Mourning a screen on Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Mourning throws it down.
Yeah, I love the athleticism of Mourning. More so, though, the motor. And you saw it on display there with the alley-oop.
Jordan. Rodman grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
James outside. There's the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Bosh has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Oladipo. No good that time.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Toronto turns it over again. And the Lakers with some changes. Wallace is checked in for Mourning. Ginobili comes in for James. And Lewis subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Raptors. Ron Harper is checked in for Los Angeles. Lewis outside. Down low, here's Wallace, and the dunk by Wallace.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Nice move. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Lakers trail by 18. Lewis attacking, rejected by Walker, and he recovers it. Lewis misses. And Walker's got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And Hayward gets it to go.
Hayward.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Lakers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Here's Theus. And Jordan has it in the corner. And again, Toronto with the triple.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Ginobili. And so it's Toronto cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They have made it very... Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Gotta get early strikes, guys. Push the tempo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Anthony Davis, Hayward out there with Paul George. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Walker in at the point.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Morning's checked in for Wallace. The Raptors also with a sub. Chris Bosh is checked in for Gordon Hayward.
Hey, yo, right here.
Harper against Walker. To the middle, here's Bosh. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. From deep, James. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Lewis on the way. Jacks up a 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Walker kicks to Irving. And there's the drive. And there it is for him.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
LeBron against Bosh. Fades. And again, the Lakers no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Trying to get open is Davis. Offensive rebound. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. LeBron grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Toronto's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. George passes to Walker. Back to George. Raptors moving the ball around. Over James. A nice shot by George.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Harper against Walker. And here is Harper. It's good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Davis kicks to Walker. Ginobili against George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ginobili. And the usual order was upset last season in more ways than one. 5 out of the final 8 teams Doris in the playoffs had never won a title before.
Kevin, I think for the long-term health and viability of the league, the more teams with an opportunity to win the championship, the better off. We saw new stars get their first opportunity to win a championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the hardest workers, one of the most humble superstars, goes out and wins it. It was so fun to cover.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Outside, Rodman. Out to the right wing. Let's go. Thomas's shot is off. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The kick out to Williams. Back to Siakam. Pass to Theus. In the corner, George with it. Just 5 on the clock. Siakam sets a screen for George. And stolen by Mourning.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Irving from long range drains the three-pointer.
Oh, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Outside, Rodman. Mourning passes to Rodman. Goes up the baseline, and there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Boy, how much more confidence does Victor Oladipo have in that jumper? He is cooking.
Siakam sets a screen for Irving. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Second team foul.
He hits the second from the line.
Inevitably, when I see Kyrie Irving, I can't help but think back to Game 7 of the 16 finals, the big 3 to win it. Just a truly extraordinary moment.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin, to come into an opponent's building and dominate the